I do feel that it's a long haul. Our season, 3 months, 3.5 months to get to April, end of April, UAAs, to make it into the NCAA tournament. It's not really how you start, it's about how you finish. And I feel like our team is getting a lot better throughout the year. National North was a great opportunity for us to kind of see, how we were out of the off season. But spring break really opened our eyes. And it's outdoor tennis, so it's a whole different brand. We had to adjust some things in our doubles. We shifted our singles lineup around a little bit. We got Sam Concanon back, which was a really big piece. And we were able to sneak out that win against Amherst towards the end and make that whole trip really worthwhile.
Definitely just focusing on our improvement and development. We try not to focus on the results too much. We believe that it's process driven, and that if we put in the work on the court and off the court, that the results will come to us, and that way we don't have to worry about it. Us staying mentally tough throughout these tough matches against these high ranked teams, and not worrying about, oh, is this going to happen? Am I going to get clinched on? No, we're just worrying about getting out there and playing our tennis. What we put on the practice court will translate onto the matches when the time matters. And just keep working hard and it'll pay off.
I feel like the more we can expose ourselves to all the top teams, the more we can feel comfortable in our ability to win these matches. Because the reality is that a lot of the recruits that we're up against in the NESCAC and in the UAA, with Amherst, Middlebury, Bowdoin, WashU, Emory, Carnegie, Chicago, everybody's typically getting very good high 4-star, 5-star players. And the more that we can expose our kind of 3 or 4-star level players, a guy like Matt Chen, who was a 3-star in high school, but ranking was rising, and the more he's played one now, the more he's starting to believe and being able to knock off some of the top players in the country, for example, like the Amherst guy. So really that's what it's all about. It's just getting our guys to believe, getting them exposed against these teams so that we can continue to get more comfortable. And then by the time we reach the end of the year, when you're looking at NCAAs, it's about late season play, strength of schedule, and just making sure that you do all the things you need to do in order to be considered for making it into that tournament.
It's definitely been tough. Every match it's a battle. There aren't really any easy matches going on at number one singles, but it's definitely given me a lot of experience. Playing against all these nationally ranked players. It's just boosting my confidence. When I get these wins over people that are supposedly better than me or ranked higher than me, it shows me that I can compete with anybody in the country. And I definitely feel like this is just the start. I have a lot more in me, and in the near future that I can be one of those players.
That has been our culture. Fight hard, never give up, and that's definitely something that is a great characteristic. But this year we're trying to shift our mentality a little bit. We want to fight hard when we need to, but fighting hard means you're down, and we're letting ourselves get down in matches a little bit too early. So putting more importance on holding serve and being able to play the beginning of the match with the same urgency as you're playing later in the match, hopefully will alleviate some of the fighting back and will allow us to play more ahead and be able to get up on some teams. Maybe that means we win a few more matches than we've lost 5-4. That swings it to 5-4 in our favor.
The team as a whole has definitely matured a lot since last year. Everyone's putting in the effort, everyone's buying in more. Everyone's just collectively pushing each other day in and day out, whether it's on the court or off the court. And I definitely feel like as a team we are definitely better this year, talent-wise, and we just work harder this year, I believe. And I think for the next 2 years to come, it's definitely only going to get better, and hopefully it will lead to some good results, and the process will reward us with some national championships.
We got back from spring break, we had a couple days off, and we are working really hard now. These guys are getting hammered on the bike, running. We're trying to get as fit as we possibly can for the end stretch. Hobart and Rochester are matches that will strengthen our resume. They're both nationally ranked teams, and we really need to be prepared. Rochester right now I think is 8-1 or 9-1. They've got a strong team. So that will help us boost into April, where we have Chicago and WashU, which both have beaten us the last time we played. So, you know, with our eyes on that and the Pool C implications, the UAA seeding, you know, that's huge. And then not to forget that we have Kalamazoo, who beat us 5-4 last year. So we really have our eyes on that one. I mean, they have to come to us now. And we're really looking forward to having 5 more nationally ranked teams before we get into San Lando Park in Orlando, Florida, Altamont Springs, where we get to, you know, we get to play for a chance in the NCAA championship.